Hey guys, the name is Jasper, and welcome to part 2 analysis, in where we are going to analyze episode 83. Not only this is a depressing episode, but also we got an amazing tease sa kung ano mangyayari bukas. Kung kailan kailangan kong pumasok sa school, hindi ko mapapanood mismo yung episode bukas. At walang video bukas kasi nasa school ako. S- Napakamalas ko. Leche yung school na yun, magdadrop na ako. Magdadrop na ako sa college. Okay, anyways, all right, there's a lot to talk about in this one. Um, okay, hindi ko na kung saan ako sisimula, pero you know what? Let's start with this. Pinaprocess ko pa rin yung nangyari ngayong episode, pati yung nangyari sa Abangan. Kaya, kailangan kong huminga ng malalim. Wow. I don't know, pero parang sa lahat ng mga episodes na pinalabas, ito yung episode na talagang naapekto ako ng sobra-sobra. Dahil not only of this amazing episode, pero it's also because of what happened sa Abangan, pati yung cliffhanger na ending. Like, oh my God. Okay, analyze natin to. Alright. Okay, so in this scene right here, nakakalungkot lang. Nakakalungkot lang na na-misinterpret mismo ni Narcisa yung sinabi ni Clay about the social cancer thing, about sa paghihirap ng Pilipinas and stuff like that. And it really speaks a lot kasi Narcisa is someone that you can say na who is also very pessimistic in a way. And given na she is being abused by her husband and feeling niya na nagkukulang lagi siya sa kanyang dalawang anak, kung ano sinabi ni Clay na hindi totally related to her, hindi totally related sa kanyang parenting, and Narcisa being really affected by it kasi she thought na she was talking about the parenting na ginagawa ni Narcisa mismo, then it really saddens my heart kasi clearly Narcisa is doing everything that she can as a mother, pero deep inside, she is maybe over criticizing herself as her um about her responsibilities of being a mother, whether she meets it, whether na po nakaka-provide siya para kay Clay at para kay Elias, then her reaction to what Clay said really is moving, and it really made the Narcissa character more saddening. And in an episode na lahat puro sadness and stuff like that, talagang talagang this was just a surface level. This was nothing compared to what happened to Maria Clara in a later scene. But I'm happy na Clay was there. Tinulungan siya ni Clay. Clay comforted her, and Clay assured na she is an amazing mother. So that's what's important. Nakapagbigay saya si Clay kay Narcisa, and that's good. And now let's talk about this scene right here. This scene is also important because this is a small glimpse. Given that, we only have like a very small screen time with Narcisa, the best way to give her some character development is to give her a scene of defiance. Diba? Clearly, kung whatever Clay touches, Gaya na sinabi ko dati, whatever Cly touches, Cly influences. Diba? So, with Cly being influenced by her knowledge of Noli Me Tangere and her experience in Noli Me Tangere, she was able to influence her mother. And like what Clyde did with Ibarra, what Clyde did with Fidel, and what Clyde did with Maria Clara, she was able to influence Narcisa. And I'm just happy that this scene happened right here. It really shows na now that nasabi na Narcisa to, at least the doors are open for us to think whether Narcisa is really going to leave her husband and have a better life without him. This opens the door, and this is a change that I really welcome. It continues with the trajectory that Mana Clara at Ibarra has, kung saan Clay is a very influential character. Siya, nung siya yung dinala mo sa sinaunang panahon ng Noli Me Tangere, isa siyang influencer. There you go, narinig niyo sa akin first. Si Clay ay isang influencer. Ang kailangan na lang niya gumawa siya ng motivational content sa YouTube channel, and I'm pretty sure people are going to follow her. Pero yeah, na-influence niya si Clay, pinakita sa ating mga flashbacks, and it just proven na Clay, whatever Clay touches, Clay influences in a good way. And now Narcisa was able to was able to stand up for herself. Even though there were some bumps sa conversation na to with her husband, overall, this is an amazing development when it comes to her character. I'm happy for Narcisa. I want nothing but the best for her. Ngayon, let's talk about Clay reading the Noli Me Tangere, the epilogue of Noli Me Tangere dito. This was really interesting because it gave us some answers to some of our questions, diba? I said yesterday, I want to see a scene of Clay reading Noli Me Tangere, knowing whether the Fidel character is indeed in that story. Diba? Kasi that's the most mysterious thing about Maria Clara Ibarra is the Fidel character. Since day one, may nag-theory ang pinaka-earliest theory nila about kay Fidel ay whether si Fidel nga ba yung ay tao galing sa reality ni Clay. Diba? That's the very early theory that I heard, and then there was another theory to back it up. Kung si Fidel ay from Clay's reality, then that means there's a chance na yung gumawa ng report, ng essay about Noli Me Tangere is the report na kinopyahan mismo ni Clay at pinasa ni Clay kay Professor Torres. Siya daw yung estudyante na gumawa ng report na yun. I tried to add up to the theory. Sinabi ko mismo na since yung Fidel na to in Clay's reality ay nakapagawa ng ganung report na napakaganda and stuff like that, that means the character of Fidel himself really fell in love with the Noli Me Tangere story. Ang theory ko naman doon, itong Fidel character na to, siya yung taong hindi lumabas ng portal at nag-stay na lang sa mundo ng Noli Me Tangere. And since Noli Me Tangere is a story, whenever Fidel reaches the ending of the story, babalik na naman siya ulit sa first chapter ng story, and everything will repeat again. Everything is going to be a cycle. And then when everything became a cycle, habang tumatagal, siguro nalilimutan ni Fidel, kung ano man yung totoong pangalan niya, nalilimutan niya yung memories niya about his reality, about the real world, nawawala memories niya, and dahan-dahang yung memory niya na affected at dahan-dahang na na incorporate yung memory niya about sa world mismo ng Nonome Tangere. In a nutshell, nawawala na yung character niya from the real world at nabubuo lalong lumalaki yung story ni Fidel every time the cycle happens. Every time Fidel goes back to chapter 1 sa story na yun. That's my theory. We're going to get back to that later in this analysis. Pero what's the highlight in this story is basically what Maria Clara has to face, has to deal with when it comes to the Padre Salvi character. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure if the Gahasa thing was told in Jose Rizal's book. When I was in high school, ang akala ko yung Gahasa na ginawa ni Padre Salvi ay nangyari when Maria Clara was sick. Akala ko yun doon nangyari yung Gahasa na part kasi I remember reading a line kung saan lumabas si Padre Salvi sa chamber ni Maria Clara kung saan siya ay pawisan at parang kinakabahan. From that context, akala ko ginahasa ni Padre Salvi si Maria Clara. As it turns out, it's different. It's a little bit different. I think what happened is that, gaya ng sabi ni Clay, parang mga chismis lang daw yung mga epilogue. Now, I don't know whether the epilogue is something na sinulat ni Rizal. There's a huge chance na sinulat ni Rizal yung epilogue. Pero, ang masasabi ko lang is this. There's a chance na hindi ko confirm ni Rizal yung gahasa kay Maria Clara, pero I think it was implied, 'di ba? So what the writers did here, and based on their research, I think, I mean, they did, the writers here, yung filmmakers ng Maria Clara, 'di ba, yung production team nila, they did a ton of research clearly. And in conclusion, kinonclude na research nila in a way na, yeah, tinry ngang ginahasa. No, hindi tinry. Ginahasa talaga ni Padre Salvi si Maria Clara. And the entire scene was really heavy to watch. Because like Clay, si Clay, binabasa niya yung mismong libro. Us, the viewers, we fell in love with the Maria Clara character, diba? Fell in love. After 80 episodes, she is someone that we really appreciate. I think Julian San Jose is the best performer pagdating sa lahat ng mga artista dito sa Maria Clara at Ibarra. Maria Clara is my top 2 when it comes to my favorite characters. Sa show na to, at least within the context of this show. Number 1 being Ibarra. I didn't care about Maria Clara in the books. Pero Julian San Jose was able to bring something about the Maria Clara character. At the same time, the writers was able to write this Maria Clara character in which someone na, given that she's very conservative and from an older generation, and also she has different ideologies, it feels like na she's someone that we can all be friends with, even though how different she is. With that in mind, seeing her being treated by Padre Salvi like that, it's really hard to watch because like Clay herself, she is helpless. I am helpless. I can't do anything about it but to read or to watch. That's all that I can say about this scene. I don't want to I don't want to talk more about it. Whatever happened in the screen, that's more than enough. Kasi alam naman natin kung gaano kalala yung ganong sitwasyon. And it's difficult. It's difficult to talk about. And now, with that being said, let's talk about this scene right here. What a twist. Is it a twist? Pwede. But for the people who never theorize, this is a huge twist. There was one of the viewers that left a comment a few weeks ago, or maybe last week. Sinabi nila, may kumakalat na picture sa Twitter kung saan si David ay nakasuot na pang nursing uniform. Ang sabi ko sa kanya, ang sabi niya, baka si Fidel yon. Like, that's the real Fidel. He's from the real world. Ang sabi ko, yeah, there's a chance. There's a chance. Pero maybe David was also shooting for a different movie or a different show. Kaya naka-uniform siya na ganun. But now, it is confirmed na exactly. Fidel is someone from the real world. At ngumiti pa siya. Binigyan niya pa tayo ng ngiti. I don't know what that means. I don't know if kilala niya si Clay. Pero while it answered the biggest question that we have about Fidel's true identity, it also raises a lot of other questions, at least within the context of episode 83. So it answered the question na, yeah, Fidel is exactly a character that wasn't written by Rizal. Yung sinasabi kong nasa ibang universe lang to, in a universe where Rizal wrote the Fidel character. Turns out, no. Itong binasa ni Clay na No Limitangere at yung pinasukan ni Clay na No Limitangere na libro is really a book na sinulat ni Rizal from start to finish. Lahat accurate, except for the minor changes that the writers did for this story. At least for the No Limitangere story. Ngayon, sinabi ko din ang theory ko na si Fidel ay napunta sa mundo ng No Limitangere. Siya yung nagsulat ng essay na yon. And Fidel is also the one who decided to not go into the portal and decided to stay. And because of his long staycation sa No Limitangere, nalimutan na ni Fidel ang kanyang real world at dahan-dahang na-affect na yung kanyang utak thinking na he is actually a part of the No Limitangere story. That's my theory. Now, what does this mean? Bakit si Fidel ay nasa totoong mundo? What does this mean? Kung sa tingin ko na si Fidel character ay nagstay sa No Limitangere at hindi pumunta ng portal, then basically he is already missing in the real world, diba? He is a missing person. Pero ba't siya nandito? Okay, I have a new theory. One theory is that itong Fidel na to, kamukha lang niya yung Fidel sa No Limitangere. Sa No Limitangere dito. Magkamukha lang sila, hindi siya related at all to the Fidel character that Clay met. My second theory is that Fidel probably was able to find a different portal for some reason and then pumunta siya sa kanyang real world at binisita niya mismo si Clay. And now he is pretending to be a nurse kasi alam niyang may alam sa medical degree si Clay when she was able to help Elias. That's my other theory. And then my third theory is that there are two Fidels that exist at the same time. Yung isang Fidel na nasa No Limitangere ngayon, and that's the very same Fidel na humaba na yung kanyang buhok base sa music video na naging part na ng KKK. And then the other Fidel is currently here in this world, in this reality right here. Okay? And then there's this fourth theory base sa isa sa mga viewers na nagsabi sa atin. Nalimutan ko kung sino yung viewer na to, pero the viewer said it and she kept on mentioning na um, she has this idea na once na si Clay ay pumunta sa portal, may maiiwan na memory sa non-Mitangere world na yun. Which means it will make two instances of Clay. The Clay that we know, and then the Clay na kung saan isa na lang siya memory. And then that memory became an actual person in the Nolo Me Tangere character. Which kind of backs up the third theory that I have that there are two instances of Fidel. So there's a chance na itong Fidel na to ay pumunta sa portal, and then yung memory ni Fidel, yung nabuong character ni Fidel, na Fidel sa mismo Nolo Me Tangere ay nagstay sa Nolo Me Tangere and stuff like that. So that's are the four potential theories on what does this scene mean. And here's the thing that I can tell you guys about. This thing got me hooked. I got really more excited. And what does it mean for the El Filibusterismo story? Clearly, in 4 weeks, there's going to be a lot of changes, a lot of surprises. Probably the viewership pagdating sa Clara at Ibarra ay tataas. Not only we're going to get a new setting, El Filibusterismo, we're also going to get to see a new Simon. We're going to get to see a new um, Basilio, 13 years after Norimin Tangere. Clay is going back with the knowledge of El Filibusterismo. And also, we're going to get some scenes on how Clay and this Fidel are going to interact with each other. Hindi ko pa rin alam kung ano yung ibig sabihin ng ngiti na yun. Pero yung ngiti na yun ay nakabwisit dahil ngumiti siya sa loob mismo ng cliffhanger. And now, let's talk about saan ba yun? Ito. This is our wait lang. Saan ba yun? Saan ba yun? Oh, hinanap ko yung ano dito. This is our first proper look. I mean, narinig na rin natin yung boses ni Simon. Wow, this is simply crazy. I have a feeling na once si Clay ay bumalik sa El Filibusterismo story, we are not going to get chapter 1 or any of those chapters. Feeling ko, that's why it's only 4 weeks. Pupunta na tayo right into the action. Si Clay ay pupunta sa El Filibusterismo na story right into the action. Nasa kalagitnaan na siya siguro ng libro when he arrived here. Pero at the same time, pinakilala ni Ibarra kung sino siya. Na siya si Simon, di ba? So I think this is going to be an introduction scene of Simon towards Basilio. And wow, kung bukas ito, man, gusto ko na mag-absent sa school. First day of school, tapos ito mismo ipapalabas, di ba? So, while gusto kong panoorin to mag-isa, I need to, of course, do a reaction to it. And this is really important because Simon, I mean, Ibarra is my favorite character, but Simon is my character. Simon is like my number one character. Siya talaga. I know they are the same person, pero like the Simon thing itself, he is my favorite character. And I want to document that. Gusto makita ko reaction ko doon on how all of the episode is going to happen tomorrow. And wow, again, I am simply astonished. I am simply astonished at what I am seeing right now. From way nandiyan yung lampara niya, siguro hinahanap niya yung kayamanan niya dyan. He looks really different. He is a man who is out for revenge. Yan nga sabi ni Clay, revenge plot yarn. Now I really wonder how Clay is going to change this Ibarra. If there's going to be a twist, I believe that there's not going to be a single twist in El Filibusterismo, but we're going to get several twists. And here's my theory. Here's my theory about this one. Sasabihin ko na kung ano yung ending nito, and this is my theory. My theory is this El Filibusterismo story is going to have a happy ending. I think Clive is going to be the reason kung saan ibabalik niya si Ibarra at si Maria Clara together. Yes, I'm saying that thing. In this version, we're going to see Ibarra and Maria Clara together and be a couple and maybe even have a wedding. That's what I think. Padre Salvi is going to die a horrible death, I think. Again, theory ko lang to lahat. And basically, this is going to be a happy ending. She is going to change El Filibusterismo for the better. And I think si Lampi, magiging malaki role ni Lampi dito. I think sa lamparan na to, it's going to be significant. This lamp is going to be significant in Clyde's version of El Filibusterismo. And Lampi is just going to be here to stay with us until the end of the show. So what do you guys think? Do you guys agree with my analysis? Well, what are your theories about this coming set of episodes? An amazing episode, an amazing show. Take care, you guys. Goodbye and paalam. Goodbye and paalam. That's repetition. Anyways.